So hello and welcome to another Laybrook video on the turning bed. I'm here today with Jane and I'm going to have a quick discussion with Jane about her and what she does now to get into bed versus what she did prior to having the bed. So Jane, we're going to have a little chat about you and what ultimately led you to be here today. If you could tell me a bit about you and your life.
Right, okay. Well, when I was working, I was originally a ward sister for quite a few years, and then I became a specialist nurse looking after patients with liver disease, basically. And I was really enjoying myself. I used to do clinics, do ward rounds, really enjoyed my job. And then at the end of 2005, I started with numbness in my feet. And I went to the doctors. He told me I'd got chilblains, which I wasn't impressed with. And then I ended up going to Macclesfield General Hospital, and they said this, because they don't call it multiple sclerosis to begin with. If you just have one event, it's just called myelitis.
Right.
But if you have a relapse, which is what I did about a year later, things started to get worse from there. I've got bilateral foot drop. I can't lift my feet up. And over the years, things have just gradually progressed. It's my legs that are the problem. I don't have any problems with anything else. Well, to begin with, it wasn't a problem. And it gradually got that I was getting into bed, never seemed to be the problem. I could manage to get both my legs in bed originally, and then I had to have help to get my left leg in. And it got to the point where funnily enough, I could get into bed all right, but I was having real problems getting out, because whilst both my legs are affected, my left leg is definitely the worst. I get a lot of spasm in it, and in the morning, it wouldn't always cooperate with me getting out of bed. And I actually did slip off the side of the bed a couple of times. I'd been considering getting a turning bed, and then that really made me think that I needed to get one so I could be independent. I'm a member of the Multiple Sclerosis Society and get one of their books every so often during the year, and Laybrook do advertising there. So I phoned up, was made an appointment for Michael to come and demonstrate the bed for me. I found the bed to be absolutely brilliant. I'm fully independent with it, which is what I like. And whilst I don't quite use it to its full range, it works for me, with me having to sort of sort out where my wheelchair goes, because it's got to be charged overnight. I get in very easily, and it swings me round and lies me down, and then vice versa, getting up.
Should we go and have a look and have a little go in the bed together?
Yeah, certainly.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Right, and then I've got to move my chair out of the way, myself back, and blooming leg's doing what it wants to do already. It's really just getting used to the way it moves and when it picks your legs up and puts you flat. But once you've cracked that, it's fine, no problem. It's very smooth. Doesn't bother me. I mean, and you know when it's going to change what it's doing because it just stops when it gets to the end of a particular movement, like there, and then it puts you down, your legs down. The other thing I do tend to do, because I do read in bed a lot, is put the head up, the bed head up, which is very nice. Usually to about there, and then I can read quite comfortably. Right, and that's a lovely reading position.
So when you're getting out, Jane, what do you do then?
Right, well, press the out button on the remote, on the control rather. And I stop it there because then it will go on to tilting, which I must confess I've not tried. And then just push up on that and do a turn. Right. Having the bed has just, changed, made my life safer, let's put it like that.